overwhelmed, trapped in a maze, small business owner. Stress had me in the daze, every problem piled up, couldn't catch a break. Thought I couldn't make it, my dreams were at stake. But then I found a group that changed my whole perspective. Our success group of a community so effective. We all chasing that dream, sharing struggles and fears. They understood my journey, wiped away my tears. Together we broke through, we rise above. No more feeling stuck, we're fueled by love. Our small business is shining, reaching new heights. With the support of our success group, we're taking fights with our words strong. The vision so clear, building our dreams with no more fear. Together we're resilient, unstoppable force with our success group. But then I found a group that changed my whole perspective. Our success group, community so effective. We are chasing that dream, sharing struggles and fears. They understood my journey, wiped away my tears. Together we broke through, we rise above. No more feeling stuck, we're fueled by love. Our small business is shining, reaching new heights. With the support of our success group, we're taking fights with our words strong. The vision so clear, building our dreams with no more fear. Together we're resilient, unstoppable force with our success group.
Hello and happy Wednesday, everybody. We have 3 out of 4 here. Actually, we have 4 here, but Aaron is not feeling not quite 100% today. So he wants to stay in the background. We're not going to keep him there, but he wants to stay there. So welcome in. We are going to start with our new format tonight and talk about that here in a little bit. But we're glad to see everybody's checking in already. And Chuck and Karen, we're happy to have you here. We'll get started and have Kylene start us off with our superpower.
Yeah, we're going to start with gratitude, and it looks like Karen is already on it. She wrote, I am grateful for amazing friends and partners. I love that so much. Thank you, Karen. So we start our shows with gratitude because when we're in a state of gratitude, we're in a state of abundance, and we start really paying attention to all those good things that we have in our life to be grateful for. So we want to bring as much positive energy as we can to you all here. So we're starting with gratitude, and gratitude really is a habit that we create, and we're just choosing, right, Tanya? We're choosing to look for the good and appreciate what we do have, not focusing on what we don't have. Choose to really appreciate what we do have. So if you are listening, please share what you are grateful for. Tanya, do you want to start us off with what you're grateful for today?
Absolutely. I am grateful for the ability to be able to change gears. I originally came to Wisconsin just to help set up at a fair. And today we were like, oh, I'm going to stay. So it was a trip to Goodwill because, of course, for the first time ever, I didn't overpack. So I had to go Goodwill shopping. Such a tragedy.
Love it. Becky, you want to share what you're grateful for?
Sure. We got to work on our in-between here a little bit.
So, we'll get there.
Today, I am grateful that we are back on with the podcast. I didn't think I was missing it, but I think I was missing it. So there's just, I don't know, something for that. So I am so happy to be here. I'm grateful to be here. Glad we could all be here, even with Aaron in the background. He's going to, I'm sure, keep us on our toes in the background. So I'm just glad we can be back here and everybody else that's able to join us too. So how about you, Kylene?
I am very grateful Aaron and Lewis are back. Well, Aaron was back for 24 hours. He's gone again, but he'll be back tomorrow. I'm just grateful they were gone for over 14 days, or maybe it was 14 days. I don't know. It was a really long time for me to be away from them. And I'm just glad that they are home and safe, and they had a great trip. with lots of adventures along the way.
Yes.
That's awesome. The good, the bad, and all the memories.
Yes.
Most definitely memories for
Mhm.
sure.
We have a few people checking in. So Eddie is here saying, I'm here. That
Keegan. That's Keegan.
Keegan. Yep.
Keegan.
and Doug says hello from very hot Las Vegas. Yes.
Los Angeles.
Or Los Angeles. Can't read. I work on my eyes. I could be the one having an eye appointment this week. So Mo is here. Darren's here. Oh, and we have Sherry here for the first time. So glad you
Awesome.
could join us. All right. Oh,
Glad you guys are here joining us. This is pretty exciting.
All right. Well, we're going to start. So in the past, those of you that have joined us, we had a couple different segments, our wellness super tools and our uncommon mindset. And it's not that we won't still be sprinkling those in, but after some discussion, probably my discussion, and I don't want to say I forced it, but I strongly suggested that we maybe think about doing just more of a conversation. When I would go back and watch, well, I didn't really go back and watch them, but paying attention to what was happening when we were doing the podcast, it just seemed like we had so much more information and sharing and engagement when we were doing our conversation style time frame after the segments. And so I just asked if it was possible that we could try it. And I guess if it doesn't work, we'll go back to what we were doing. But we did change the title to also, I think, reflect us a little bit better. So we're OSG powered. It's Rising Tide Talks. And that comes from Erin's line of Rising Tide Lifts All Boats. Tommy's got it on her water bottle there. It truly is, when we lift each other up, how much we can encourage and lift that boat up. Cora was just asking me about it the other day, and I was explaining the boat, and she was, all confused about it a little bit. But by the time we explained it, she was just like, "Oh, well, that makes sense." So it was fun to be able to explain that to her. So, do Kylene or Tanya have anything they want to add to that part there?
Yeah, I think it is more reflective upon like what our values are, and having that rising tide of everyone. I know I have missed that because I've missed the podcast too, just the interaction. And I hope that everyone will chime in with their thoughts. And if there's something that you're wondering about or want us to discuss, please let one of us know, because we're open to having those discussions. And it was really great to have a discussion after the Fun Live event. And then we had one idea. And then even after the Fun Live event, it morphed into this, which the first idea was good. This one was even better. So
yeah, I couldn't agree more. I really love the title of it. I love what, like you guys said, and what it stands for, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, with people who have those same values, that same mission of building their business and just being around positive people. It's really huge in our ability to be successful in our business. We want to be around people who lift each other up, right? Instead of, looking at all the problems and how it's going to fail. We're surrounding ourselves with people who are looking for the good, who are looking to share ideas and just collaborate and, build with each other. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's awesome.
And, it's not all about just the good. I don't want people to think that you can never have a bad day or have something going on that you can't talk about here, because that's the opposite of what's true. If you're struggling, this is exactly where you should come. And I'm looking at myself, as Erin would say, in the mirror when I say that, because I tend to isolate when things are going wrong. And so I'm getting back to that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And because there's always ways that we can support each other. Because life will always throw us lots of curveballs, right?
Yep.
And it's how we choose to respond to them.
Yep. And Erin has posted here, success is a team sport. And I
Yes.
100% agree with that also. And under my tagline, it says it takes a village to run a business. And I found that to be true even just this last week. I mean, we've had people reaching out. Do you know anybody that does, this? Well, let me check. I have a network of people I can check with. And then does anybody know where to get this? And so I love that fact that we can actually network also, and nobody's afraid to ask, like, how do we do this? Where do you get this? That kind of stuff. And Sarah's here. Hi, Sarah. So somebody else can click things too if you need to. I'm just over here clicking buttons, but because Erin's not here to click buttons.
Oh, here.
So, I had something pop into my head and then it popped right back out. So I
Karen wrote exactly. We need others' positive and uplifting thoughts when we just can't manage to push through some days. Well said. Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
And Sarah had always support each other from all around the USA. I actually had the opportunity to help Sarah out. She had a post on Facebook looking for somebody to help with some shirts. And I let it be for a little bit. And then I sent her a message and I said, did you find anybody? And she says, no, but how did you know? And I said, well, I saw your post. She goes, oh, I forgot we were friends on Facebook. So it worked out that I was able to help her and get them done and shipped off for her. And they were able to have them on Monday when they needed them. So that was fun to be able to help out. So,
yeah, that's a huge success right there.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
What was part two? Part B of one. We were going to do, we recapped the Fun Live on our last show a few weeks ago when we did our last OSG Live here. Hi, Michelle. So glad you could be here too. But we wanted to also recap one more time because we're a little over a month out from having been at Fun Live. And I think it would just be good to kind of recap again and hear where everybody's at a little bit. I know there's a few of you in the comments that were at Fun Live with us. So we'd love to hear from you guys also. But Tanya, why don't you start?
Okay. I was feeling kind of guilty because I felt like I hadn't been working on what I did at Fun Live, but that's actually not true. My goal is to move to Iowa because my grandma left me a house and change the way we do our business. And I've actually been working very hard on that. It's not like all the milestones that I initially thought. I've had to switch gears a little bit, but that's all part of it. You have that information from Fun Live and you can go back and keep morphing it into what you need to do. So sometimes you need to give yourself a little bit of grace. I need to give myself a lot of grace on a regular basis and realize that we're still moving in the right direction. It's just that there's a lot of stuff that needs to happen before we can actually take certain steps. So Fun Live, I still need to finish going through the workbook and filling it out. I actually need to go back and tweak a few things. And that's what's wonderful about the whole program is that you have the power to do that and to make changes as things come along that maybe you didn't think about before. And there's also, the other people that were in our group that we can reach out to. Like I said, I tend to isolate when things are going bad, and I've had a rough go of it for the last month or so. So I was isolating, and I will freely admit that. And I'm going to stop. And so there's other people like this community that I really need to lean on and ask questions of and get their support as well. Especially on those days where I feel like I'm failing, because I know deep down I'm not failing. So that's it, like my takeaway from this right now is that it's an ever evolving thing and you get there one step at a time.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, good for you, Tanya. I think that's awesome. And thank you for being so open and sharing, with how your experience is and where you're at. I mean, you're so true. It is going to work in the background. You did the work to get really clear about what it is that you're working towards and why you're doing what you're doing every day. It's that nice reminder to keep you moving forward.
Yes.
Yeah. I like that.
Sarah had posted that I'm following my why and making my reason true. And I know she is. We had a follow-up call. I'm not going to throw her under the bus, but we had a follow-up call. And she was talking about another direction that she was going to go. And the first thing I looked at her and I said, but does that follow your why? And she went, oh, well, okay. So there again, we all heard, I mean, we were all willing to share our whys and our reasons when we were at Fun Live. And it just gave us that much more accountability. It gave us other people that are here. She says, you can throw me under the bus. I'm not going to throw you under the bus. You were just fine. But, you know, having other people know your why and your reason helps keep you on track. You have those accountability partners. You have other people that can, you know, step in and remind you and go, okay, but is that serving you? Is that going to get you where you want to go? And I think Tanya and I have said that back and forth to each other a few times in the last month. Okay, is that going to work? Is that that little thing going to make you go wherever? So I think that was one of the big things for me also, was the accountability. Tanya?
Yeah, you realize very quickly, once you know your why, that when you start straying off course, and even if you don't realize it yourself, someone else can call you out on it, and you're like, oh, okay, yep. It's like right after Fun Live, actually, I think I was in Erin and Kylene's car. We were driving to that cute little town. I can't remember the name of it right now.
St. Charles.
Yes, thank you. I seen a Facebook message from someone that Becky knows that I've met, wanting someone to do digitals like on an as needed basis, or like a continuous basis. Well, one of my things is I want to be able to work remotely. So that was a good fit. So in the past, I probably wouldn't have pursued it, but now I am, and we developed a system so where I can help her out with her graphics or other things. And then I'm not like tied down. I just have a general guideline, and we touch base with when she needs stuff and things, and it's worked out great. So it's a good first step. But like if I would have wanted to do something else that didn't fit into that, Becky would have been like, Tanya, does that fit what you want to do? Because she's very blunt with me, let me tell you.
That usually gets me in trouble, but
you have to have people like that though in your life to kind of keep us grounded. And obviously you have a strong friendship there and trust factor where you can be honest and know that your friendship is only going to be stronger as a result. So
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I usually preface it with, you might not like to hear this, but so, let's see. I think Erin's been highlighting this stuff for us. Sarah had one here that says, and I will remember I have new resources and friends. Yes, I reminded her that she needs to reach out when she needs us, needs something. So, and Michelle said, I've kept my why, but changed my wording a bit since Fun Live. And that is okay too, because Tanya's had hers and has changed it a couple times. Mine, for the most part, has stayed the same. I actually need to get it put on a poster and put it like over my screen so I can see it a little bit more. So for me, coming out of Fun Live, I don't know that I've done as much work as I need to out of there. However, the wheels, the little mouse on the wheel inside my head has been moving very, very fast. And so I have things that I want to do. I've started getting into a few of the steps that I need to take. I'm slow. And when Erin is not feeling sick anymore, I'm pretty sure he's going to kick me in the butt. So, and he wants to know, curious for everyone else, why do you work so hard at your business each day?
I mean,
put it in the comments. We want to know.
No.
Yeah.
So for Fun Live, I mean, the accountability to have people to reach out to. I know Michelle and I have been back and forth a few times. I'm working with Allison on some different stuff now on a weekly basis. Sarah and I have yet to get our schedules to collide. I keep thinking summer's supposed to be like a little bit slower than school time. And
Nope.
this week especially, we've had baseball every night this week. We added swim lessons for Cora. We've added, I don't know, it seems like a lot of things. So I'm trying to still play catch up a little bit that way. And I know the one thing, my fun 5 that we've talked about, for those of you that are just joining us or need a reminder, our fun 5 is our top 5 things. For me, it's called, Aaron likes to call it his fundamental 5. I don't say fundamental very well, so mine's fun 5. Plus, it's like maybe it should be fun to get done for the day, correct?
Yeah.
But it's the top fun 5 for me. It's the 5 things that I need to have done that day, or the 5 things that are going to push my business forward. And I can tell the days that doesn't get written down. Today, it was written down. I've marked all 4. I only had 4 on my list so far today. So I got all 4 of those marked off today, and I feel
Yeah.
So, and I have already started the list for tomorrow. So I'm also trying to be more proactive on that with getting the schedule set for the next day, so I know where I'm at.
Yeah.
So Karen has no choice. Got to make a living, as I'm the sole supporter of my family, husband and I.
Yeah.
And Sarah says, so people can have the voice and grace that I didn't used to have. I'm an advocate for all the Sarah Chandlers in the world. I love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's really important. And going back to Aaron's question, why do we work so hard at our business each day? I mean, I think it's when we're clear about our why, we're clear about our gifts that we have to offer. And it feels really good when we're in alignment, when we're feeling fulfilled and we're feeling like what we do every day is making a difference in whatever that is for you. And I think reminding yourself of your why is so important. I mean, at the core, yes, the words can change and all of that, but at the core, it's still pretty much got some same meaning. But once you get those words right, it just like lights you up inside, and it's very uplifting. And then you can say yes to all the things that make sense for your business, like Becky was sharing with Sarah, just kind of keeping us in line. But I really think, like, at least that's my take about why we work so hard, is it's to share our gifts. It's our purpose. We were all given all of our unique gifts, so we need to share it with the world. The world needs to see it.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely.
Aaron had asked one more question to Karen about why that particular business, and she says, "I love what I do. I work from home, get to meet amazing people and horses." So that's awesome. And then Sarah said, "Yes, we have these gifts to use. We have these gifts to use them, not to hide them." Correct.
Yep.
So what else can we be expecting from the Facebook group, which, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, please go join Fall in Love with Your Business. It's where we'll continue the conversation, and we'll make announcements and things like that. And if you have other small business owners, please share that with them and get them to join as well. We want to create this amazing, amazing community. One of the other things that we have in the works is not quite ready to go yet, but we are going to start a book club so that we can go through Aaron's book, which will be great. And we will have kind of a structure to it. It's not going to be like totally overwhelming, because that would do me in. But if we can go through it together, I think it'll like have more of a meaning, and we can have those talks. So that's one thing that's on the horizon. Becky's has been doing a lot of traveling. I'm at a fair in Wisconsin for the week, so we'll eventually get our schedules to match up, and we're going to finish getting that developed so we can get it launched.
That's awesome.
Yes, and I see, and here Aaron has posted the link for the group. This is for the Fall in Love with Your Business Facebook group. Lots of great stuff. And if you're looking for accountability partners or anything like that, that's where to find us. And then I see Sarah said, sign me up. So we already have one for the book club. So that's perfect. we're already successful, right? So
I love it.
And
you shared it and you put it out there. So
we did.
That's a win.
Aaron, did we have a promo that we wanted to play quick? Should we do that quick, and then we can come back and
Hi, I'm Lewis Montgomery. I want to tell you all about my dad's new book, The Fundamentals of Business Success. He wrote it to help small business owners like you fall in love with your business.
Hey, thank you, Lewis. Yes, that's right. I was just tired of watching these small businesses be overwhelmed, just struggling, and ultimately underpaid because they just didn't have a strong foundation to build off of. They were trying to create their business the way somebody else created their business, and they were never going to catch up.
It's not just about making money, it's about having fun and building something you're truly passionate about. My dad's new book breaks down everything into a 13-step cycle with plenty of practical applications so you can start taking action right away. Grab your copy at oursuccessgroup.com/FBS book. Whether you're just starting out or looking to spice things up in your current business, this book will become your guide. Don't miss out on your chance to get this book at the introductory price, only available at oursuccessgroup.com/FBS book.
I love it. I love seeing Lewis on there, although I think he's changed so much.
I was just thinking, I'm like, oh my God, he has grown a lot in the last 6 months or year.
I'm going to say, when we saw him here a few weeks ago, I don't think he was that small.
No, he's definitely taller than me now, for sure.
He's gotten very tall.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, so Erin, do you have the link for the book?
Gave the thumbs up in the background there. So
thank you.
it's coming.
It's coming. Awesome.
There we go.
Yes, the book. And Erin's got Small Business Saturdays. I'll tongue-tied there for a minute. Small Business Saturdays are back on. So he's been doing some of that, and that is all based on the book also. So you can catch some uncommon mindset from him there on Saturdays. The book club is coming. What else do we have coming, Kylene? What else are we going to try to pull off this year?
Well, there's a lot. I mean, I think Fun Live, having another Fundamentals Live is huge, coming up in the fall, and I can't wait for you guys to lead the book club. I will participate. But yeah, and then just for me, obviously, I'm the wellness side of it, sharing the breaking barriers, unlocking people's limiting beliefs. The more we can share that and get people just kind of working towards releasing and processing whatever is kind of holding us back, and we might not have words for it. I'm just excited to share that more, as well as the RIM sessions, so people can go even deeper if they want into exploring what's holding them back. I think for all of that, it's huge. I mean, it really can stop us from moving forward. So for me, that's, just supporting everyone and then running with that and helping Erin with the Small Business Saturdays. I'm just having fun. It's so awesome to be surrounded by such good people.
The breaking barriers. I don't know if Erin has a link for that one at all or not, and wants to put that up there if he has it. But so I did that, and I had a little pause in between because Cora happened to come out or whatever. So I had to pause, and then I was able to get back into it. And I did not set expectations for myself when I started it because I just didn't know. And I was truly surprised at where I was able to go. There was, I'm not going to get into it here because to me, it's not the place for me right now, but I was able to unlock a couple things during that session. And what I love about it is I can go back and do it again, as often as I need it. And so if you haven't tried that or are stuck somewhere and need to try something, I would highly, highly recommend the Breaking Barriers.
Yeah, it's so good. And I love the fact that you can do it as many times as you need. And I know for a fact that Becky got some huge insight into some things that have been bothering her for a long time. So it was amazing to see that progress if you open yourself up for that.
Because sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, we don't sometimes realize when we're young the story we attach to an event happening, and that story stays within us, and we rehearse it and we don't even realize it's happening in the background. And so, it doesn't matter what age we are, we can always reflect back and process those emotions and put a positive spin on it to keep moving forward. So,
and not always a childhood thing. Sometimes it's that later in life,
for sure,
things that happen
Yep.
in your adulthood too that get you stuck for different things. Sarah had a post here that says, "Here's my thing. We always want people to be here for us. What about us being here for ourselves?"
Aww.
And that's talking about filling our cup first. We've talked about that. And I don't want to miss this one. Karen asked, I missed something. What is the Small Business Saturdays? So Small Business Saturdays is a podcast that Aaron had been doing prior to our starting the OSG Live. And with changing our format here, it is a great way for him to continue our Uncommon Mindset segment, and Kylene is helping him with that. So if you check out the YouTube channel, right, Aaron, the OSG Live YouTube channel, and I'm sure we'll have links in the Fall in Love with Your Business Facebook group and everything. We'll have the links for the Small Business Saturdays. There's a bunch out there to already watch if you need to binge watch something, or you can catch them starting Saturday again. So, oops.
Yeah, we had one. We had our intro, and then we had last week off, and so we'll be this Saturday at noon Central Time.
Okay.
So if you guys can join us, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
that's what I was just going to ask, is what time, because I've been a little out of touch, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, we made it noon because of if I teach yoga on Saturday mornings, I had to make sure we can get it all in, right?
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So one more thing that I don't know if anybody caught, but Kylene touched on it about another fun live this fall. Did anybody catch that? I'm excited to hear this. Yes. Yes, we need to. So I believe the dates are set for October 10th, 11th, and 12th, and it will be in St. Louis again. I know we had a lot of people that had some conflicts for June. June was a busy month. So we're really hoping that this fall dates will work for some people that were not able to join us in June. So we will start getting more information out about that very, very soon. And when you see it, share it, help us out. Anything else there, girls?
I think it was just, it's such whenever you can connect in person like that, go through an experience like that, is truly like when powerful transformation happens at just such a deeper level. We connect. So as we've shared our experiences with Fun Live, I think we've really expressed how impactful it is, and the relationships we have as a result of it. So, yes.
And details will be posted, and we're only going to take 10 people this time. Aaron's got posted, we learned a bunch, and it'll be even better. We definitely learned a lot about ourselves and how this should work and what we can do to make it the best it can be for them. So,
absolutely.
Aaron answered to Sarah, so true. We spend so much time trying to get others to hit our like button, but first we have to hit our own like button. So
true.
Love that.
Very good reminder.
Anything else here today that we want to discuss? Again, to those that are in the comments, if there's something that you want to hear us talk about, probably what you're going to be hearing us talk about are things that are happening for us, what we're struggling with, what we're winning with, anything like that. But we would love to be able to have input from you guys and be there to help you guys through anything that you need.
Yes.
Yep. I think the only thing we have left is ice and shoes.
I think we can do it.
All right. So ICE stands for Inspire, Collaborate, and Encourage, and that is how I try to live my life. And then choose is something that I just really try to be aware of. I can choose what I need as often as I need it. I have been slacking on that, and it's been very evident. Apparently, isolating and not choosing are my triggers for being like, okay, I need help. So today I am choosing to be flexible. Like I said earlier, I was only going to be in Wisconsin overnight and then go home today and then come back on Friday. We figured out that I probably was needed here more because of the size of the fair, Jay's health, just everything. So I'm choosing to be flexible this week and work when I can at the camper and all those things. So let us know what you choose and if you use Choose on a regular basis. I don't have my Choose boards here because, of course, I wasn't planning on being in Wisconsin for several days. And then ICE is just, it's just what I believe in. I want to inspire others. I want to encourage, and I want to collaborate with others. And I think it just goes hand in hand with OSG and Rising Tide Talks and all the friendships that I have developed. So Kylene and Becky, what are you choosing?
Well, I am choosing to be present. I have found myself kind of really distracted with all the busyness. So I'm choosing to be present with what I'm doing at that moment, especially with Lewis. I missed you too, Erin, but I miss, interacting with Lewis and having those good conversations. And I just want to really be present and not be pulled in different directions. So that's what I'm choosing.
Awesome. I do have my Choose board. I did not update Cora's Choose board. She's not feeling well. So if anybody wants to say a prayer or send some healing vibes her way, I'm not sure what she's got going on again, but she's under the weather and was actually sleeping on the couch when I came out here. So my Choose board, which these are the Choose boards, and I think Erin's probably has a link for being able to order those. My Choose board says action. Not that I haven't been doing things, but I have a few key pieces that have not been getting some action on them to get done. So I choose action this week. So
I like that.
Fantastic. Well, let us know if you like this new format. Again, with any feedback, let us know that as well. We are so glad that you joined us today, and we're looking forward to many, many more conversations in the coming weeks. So,
yes, thank you all for being here today.
Appreciate everybody in the comments, and we will see you next week at 5 p.m.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great week.
Bye.